It's in the game.
Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. He gets a block. He's got it out. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the running back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground.
that is a ball.
Makes the catch. It's Bernard. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. A strike downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
He's going to take off. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job with the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. When the clock goes off, he takes off, and he gets a positive gain.
From the gun, the ground game. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Grab near the marker. It's Horton. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! The extra point here would tie the game.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
Coming out with it, it's Graham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Dropping back, it's Sayin. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit.
All by himself down the middle. Inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Still looking on the move. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Buying some time as he moves left. Across the 25, he's got room. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got his man downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time. Gonna try to get at him. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Touchdown, Bama! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tate. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. It's complete. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Got it in the middle. It's Peoples.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. They'll try the run. Running to Breed. There he goes. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Motion from the back. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's taking the shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets rid of it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The give is to Miller. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to escape and get it himself.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Soften him up with a run. Now to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, it's a fumble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Knocked down, but not before he gets the 1st down after recovering the fumble.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Hand off from the shotgun. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Steps away. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown tie.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Gets it all the way out to the 42. What a nice job on that return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Breaks into the open. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Just enough time to get off one more snap. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. The official says no good, and they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Horton. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll pull it down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on first down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Lowers those pads. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And this QB, you can tell, did a really good job of continuing to buy time, go through his progressions. He wanted to make the big play and even got outside the pocket a little bit to his left and took the deep shot down the field. Just missed.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Finds his big tight end. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
1st down for this offense. To the air, it's Simpson. Caught over the middle, it's Horton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Now, I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his own.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Fires downfield. It's dropped. And oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Sayin. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Brings up 2nd down.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. It's picked off when they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Moving away from pressure. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's pushed out of bounds, couldn't quite get to the first down marker, and they'll give up the ball. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? Gives it on the option. He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play, but the defense came up big in a big moment.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
To throw, it's Simpson. Get it out on the screen. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Here's a heat. That's caught. It's Williams. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him
Turning it on! Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The option look. He'll pitch it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you've got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. Wants to throw, it's Simpson. He's got it on the move. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the third down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Buckeyes are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Got his man quickly. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got some room, it was over.
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
And he needs this one for the tie, and he's got it. We're locked up in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
What a great grab. This guy has been unstoppable all game long. Wherever he's lined up, the quarterback's been looking his way. And I got to tell you, I would too. If you're going to make catches like that for me, I am going to force feed you the football.
To the air, it's Simpson. Moving out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Caught on the outside, it's Horton. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns here, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight, it's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking to throw on first down. Complete in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just two possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating two-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT? I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Caught behind the line. It's Miller. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
The Tide will get the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the...
It's a fumble! Defense has it! If he takes it all the way, they win the game!
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime.
42, Spider.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They'll tell you this, somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Can't get him to the ground. He is denied. Cannot get to to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, the only hope is to get a stop and play another round of overtime.
And they trusted him. Even after that last miss, they trusted him again to make it, and he misses again. I don't know how much more trust they'll have in him. Good weather, not a long kick, second miss of the day. We might not see him again.
Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Get set.
Jet sweep headed to the edge. They can't convert, and the lead remains at 6, and now they'll have to go on defense.
Ohio State, 27. Alabama, 21.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressure the quarterback.
Third down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. Buying some time. Unleashes one. Connection to the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. To the air, it's Simpson. Flips it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
They're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him. That's a loss.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They got this thing tied up in double overtime. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Have to go for 2 here in the second overtime, and this one would win the game. Out of the gun, looking to throw. They got it! The two-pointer for the win, and they take the game in double overtime. Guys, if you want to go strictly by